In these problems, we are answering questions about something called sample size and how that impacts the data and the results of that data. The general principle here is that, well, sample size is just the number of numbers you collect in a piece of data. If you're interviewing people and getting some fact from them, it's the number of people you interviewed. That's the size of your sample. And in general, a bigger sample size usually means you'll get a better estimate from that data. If you ask more people, your answers are going to end up, being more accurate. So in this one, it says Keiko and Deborah want to find the mean amount of time it takes students in their class to travel to school. So they randomly select students in their class and ask for the times. Results are shown below. So it looks like Keiko asked 4 people and she got those numbers. And Deborah asked 5 people and got those numbers. And we're being asked what's the sample size for Keiko's sample and what's the sample size for Deborah's sample. And all we need to do is say how many numbers there are. In Keiko's, there are 4 numbers. In Deborah's, there are 5. So we don't actually have to calculate the mean, doing a bunch of addition and division. We just have to count the numbers. And then finally, C says, suppose you had to choose one sample to estimate the mean, which sample would more likely give a good estimate? It's always going to be the largest sample, and that's Deborah's. It's not much larger than Keiko's, but it's a little larger. So Deborah's sample is the one we choose, and the why is that it has the larger sample size. These answers, it has a smaller or larger mean, are not meaningful at all. It's the sample size that impacts the quality of whatever measures you get out of it. So bigger is better on this one. All right, let's do one more for practice. So this says Raina and Bill want to find the mean weight of cats at their local pet adoption center. So they each randomly select cats at the shelter and measure their weights. Results are shown below. So there's Raina's sample, here's Bill's sample. So let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So the sample size for Raina's is 6. And Bill has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the question is, suppose you had to choose one sample to estimate the mean, which one it would give the good estimate or be more likely to? It's going to be the larger one. So that's Bill's. And why is that it is the larger sample size. So that is a little bit of work with sample size.